Alrighty, so we are at episode 5 of our Farming Simulator 17 Let's Play. Um, let's see, we cut down these trees previously, and if you were there for that, it was quite an ordeal. We finally got it figured out, and got a little bit of a process going for it, and then we strapped them all to this trailer. And this trailer is attached to a pickup that has definitely seen better days. And we're going to find out if it's going to work to actually haul this. So we're going to take these to Stanton Sawmill. Or try to. Oh boy. Come on, little pickup. You can do it. I know you weren't designed for it, but you got this. Alright. Yeah, we're just gonna keep doing it. I know the pickup's slow, but it can handle it. And I think if I hook the tractor to it, these logs might actually get in the way. So we're just gonna bear with it for now. Nice leisurely 11 miles an hour. That is as fast as I can possibly go with this. Cannot be good for the pickup. Then again, that can't be good for anyone either, so. If I saw something like that going down the highway, oh boy. Now the question is, can I actually get stopped? Kinda, sorta. Alright, we're gonna keep going. Hopefully we won't need to brake. But everything does seem to be secure, so that is a good thing. Oh, I didn't know that. I can unfasten all of the tie-downs if I wanted to by hitting R3. We're not going to do that because then I'd have logs all over the highway. But that's good to know. Oh boy, alright. We're good. We're cruising. Taking the logs to the sawmill for a payday. Probably not much of one, but payday's a payday. Don't mind me, car. Oh yeah, now we're going. No stopping us now. 50 miles an hour with the trailer full of logs behind us. Slow, slow. Oh boy. Alright, we have made it to the sawmill. Now, I sell lumber here by, well, large lumber, I should say, by backing it into the water by the sawmill. At least from what people have been telling me on the stream. So, we will see. It looks like this is the unloading area over here. And I think that's steep enough. If I just kind of get one good straight shot, and kind of back it in there. It might take some finagling though. This trailer is not designed to be backed up. Boy. Now I got myself into a pickle. Alright, we'll crank this thing around here. Let's see if we can just, like, whip it into the water. Hey, that worked. Alright. Well, trailer is significantly easier to pull now. And come on, one more. One more. So close. What if I do that? Yeah, there we go. Alright, so that actually made us about 5 or 6 grand just by taking whole logs over. I'm pretty happy with that. And now we got a clear field. So, no more annoyances to block our way in that field. We're going to take this trailer back, I'm going to park it, and then we're going to get to work on that stump grinder because we are still leasing that out, and then we'll go and return that. This thing's a little clunky to drive, but gets the job done. There's a bridge. I think this is our turn right here. Yep. Alright. Keep on trucking. Alright. My throat's starting to get sore again, but should hold out for the remainder of the video here. I think this is my turn, actually. Yep, there's my barn. Cool. We're going to take this trailer and we're just going to sort of set it in the parking lot over where all the farming implements are. And then we will swap back over to our tractor. Or I could put this trailer under the cover over here. I might do that instead. Just to keep things a little more organized. Pull that right on in here. Alright. Nice and organized. Keep this guy over here for fast transportation. Oh, and our guy is done fertilizing his crops. Cool. We'll fold the sprayer and lower it. And put him back in the barn. I feel like there should be a better place to store this, but for now, this little open air storage area is probably the most accessible to get attachments on and off at. So, for now, this is where they're going to stay. All parked in there nice and tidy. Alright, cool. Now we get to try to use our stump grinder. No idea how to use it. Before I forget about them, let's use it on the ones down here first. Alright, so here's the stump. I'm assuming I just do that. And I lower it down. And I turn it on. Oh yeah, easy stuff. Cool. Let's go ahead and kind of back this up into the other ones. Grind that thing down. Okay. Kind of have to angle my camera like this or I lose track of where they're at. And here's our last one, on this end anyway. Alright. Should be right over top of it. There we go. Alright, so that is all the stumps that were on that end of the field. Alright, that one took a little while, maybe because we didn't cut it down low enough. But almost got the other ones here. Alright, and there should be two more, I think. One here. Yep. That one's done. Alright, cool. We have no more stumps anywhere. So we have this wide open space that I was going to make another field. And I think that'll be good. Great, in fact. Let's take a look at our field status. Alright, yeah, so it's still showing needs plowing instead of fertilized. I'm hoping that stuff had an effect. But the other one shows fertilized that we did plow. Alright, so that's good. That's good. Let's detach the stump grinder. And we're going to take this guy back to where he belongs. Now what I really should do is put the bucket implement back on him, because the amount of times I'm going to be using the logging fork are kind of far and few between. Alright, so we got that. Let's pick our bucket back up. Maybe. Alright, we got our bucket. We're going to back up over here and pick up our weight again. Make sure we're all backed in our corner nice and properly. Yep. Alright. Put that guy away. And instead of taking that stump grinder back, I'm just going to do this. I'm going to scroll down through here till we find our stump grinder. I'm going to say reset. And then well, I may have not been so smart. I don't know. I thought that would return it. It says we're still leasing one though. Well, let me head on down to the shop. And see what I can do about returning that. So I guess I didn't save very much time at all, did I? Oh well. Live and you learn, live and you learn. Park this guy in the yard over here. This guy doesn't have any attachments on him, so we're just going to take him. Oh, that's a cliff. Alright, like a champ. You know what? This isn't my field. What do I care? Away we go. Alright, shortcut. We're almost there now. I think I just knocked over a stop sign. My bad. Alright, I think I'm actually behind the shop, but, let's have a look. Alright, I need to figure out how to return this guy. This is a problem here. If I wanted to lease it indefinitely, I would have just bought the darn thing. Return. Alright. Cool. That, in the end, did save us quite a bit of money, and I guess it's a little bit of a pain to return them all each time, but not that terrible in the long run. We will motor on back. And then we will pick up that plow and try to create a new field. Transit time gets a little old after a while, trying to go from the central farm all the way over to the shop and back and forth, but I guess I'll get used to it. It's just a lot of driving. We're gonna cut across this guy's canola field, I don't care. Alright. And now we have reached what we were after, so... I guess the question is, before I do this, do I have anything that can pick up grass? Anything at all? And... it's 31 grand for a basic loading wagon. How much is it to lease? 3,000. Alright. I don't know if I want to do this right away. Because that's a little bit of a hike. Let me get out and kind of walk around and see what we're gonna do. Alright. We got that parked away. Got all of our wagons back. Well, I guess while I'm waiting for what to do, or figuring out what to do, I should say, let's crank the time up a little bit. And that way maybe we can get another growth stage in. And then while that's ticking away, let me have a look at what we got going here. Alright, so I think unfortunately now we're at the boring part. The sun is going down and I can't farm during the night. And I need these to be at least at growth stage 2 so I can keep fertilizing. I think they have 3 different stages that I have to go through. And then eventually when we get those harvested, I can probably start worrying about investing in one of those loading wagons. They're just a little bit too expensive right now, and I don't know if I want to keep leasing them out if I'm going to be using it repeatedly. Really, really pretty sky, by the way. Sorry for the detour, but I do like it. I like it a lot. Alright, so we got wheat, canola, I think, and soybean. Or barley. No, we have wheat, barley, and soybean. And hopefully that will spring up nicely. I don't know how much time it's going to take. I don't really... never brought a crop to harvest, so we'll find out. We'll find out. Looks like my flashlight might be getting some use. Could have a zombie thing here in the meantime, but might take away from Farming Simulator, huh? Oh, is this actually lit? Look at that. I didn't know that. Okay, well that's even more reason to store this stuff under here. I can actually see it at night and know where everything is. That's good. Alright guys, I think I'm going to cut the video here. and I will bring us back when it's light out and we can actually start doing some stuff again. Alright, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.